team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackelford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team, we can't miss.
Hi, I'm Heather Martinez, active community member and your realtor. Give me a call or text 606-344-0217, or you can reach me by email, heather.martinezrealtor@gmail.com.
Right. Family Medicine All Sports Media presents Around the Region, a sports talk show. And I'm your host, Mark Greger, alongside Ryan Garnett and Edward Hall, as soon as he gets past the stage fright thing. Ryan, was that impressive how all that come together on the opening? There was no gaps. The commercials was right on time. The music was right on time. Ryan, I know that had to impress you.
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell you're feeling impressed, but how you doing?
Doing pretty good. Trying to get the pull up line, shout us to Twiddle, and it's been stubborn.
Well, it gets stubborn from time to time, but folks, I am definitely tonight on the cough drops. I'm on the alka seltzers. I've got this little cup right here. I've been drinking alka seltzers out of it all day. Of course, it's Raising Cane's. You can't go wrong with Cane's. And something saying it's lost Facebook access to Edward Hall. Edward, if you're listening to us, get yourself back in line. Come on. Don't be. Go.
I tried to tell them, both of them, that their Facebook, they had to reconnect their Facebook. They wouldn't listen.
Edward comes in late all the time, and he'll come in with the hands clapping and all that stuff, and he'll try to knock us off our rhythm for about 5 minutes. We're going to have to just start docking Edward's pay. I'm just telling you right now. We're going to have to just take the pay away from him, write him up. We're going to do something. I'm telling you. Yeah, see, he's showing that he's in the background back there, but he still has a cup. All of a sudden, this board's going to probably go all whacked up. And, yeah, but I tell you, got a little Edward, though. But while we're waiting for him to get past the stage fright, let's go ahead and give a special shout out to our sponsors. Of course, Bryant Family Medicine, of course, I will probably have to be paying them a bit, maybe tomorrow if they're open. I know it's Martin Luther King Day, and deservedly so, where we national holiday, great man, and all the stuff that he did for the American people, and it's just a great day tomorrow. But hopefully, I don't know if they're open or not tomorrow, right? You need to talk to your people and let them talk to their people and see if they're open. Because I need to go get me some antibiotics from them. But a big shout out to Dave and family and all that they did for us, and again, helping us support these student athletes and the best way we know how. And also, we also have to give a special shout out to this young woman, Heather Martinez, and the only one that's got the money to buy and sell houses right now is you, Ryan. So, if you're in the market for buy or seller, you get ready to make that move right now, she's definitely the hookup. Go check her website. And she's also got some cool things, too, over there. It's especially like the little thing that you can scan, the QR, I guess they call them the QR code deals now. You can scan, takes right straight to her pages. Where you can see her deals, and she does really good. Yeah, there it is. I knew Ryan to help me out. Go scan that thing right there. It takes you right straight to her page and shows her offers. And I've had her on the show several times. I cannot say enough good about her. And also, when we're on the moment of shouting now, let's go ahead and shout to a couple of special photographers: Keisha Ambergy, Jonathan Deaton, John Dickinson, Scott Powell, Dennis Mills, Tanner Hoskins, Mater's Memories, Chrissy Brassfield, Bob Cornett, Erica Marler, Chastity Sailors, Shanda Whitehead, Scott Bunch, Daryl Lovett, Kerry Mattingly, Paul Coots, Miranda Brock, and Savannah Philpott. And I know I'm forgetting several here. Of course, we can't give enough thanks to Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Ryan Garnett, Edward Hall. And if Edward's in here, Edward would finish me up. But Ryan, we miss anybody else?
The wild, the wildflower frames photography. Scott won. I'm trying to remember the ones Edward says. The ones out in Western Kentucky, and I'm sure there's more than that.
So where is Edward right now? You're going to have to give him a text and say, where are you at? The stage right time for him.
I think something's going on with the Facebook because it's not wanting to connect to each one of our Facebooks. We may have to go and start via YouTube tonight.
Well, but hopefully we can get him on soon. Because like I said, right, I'm about 30% here.
You know, I'm trying to see if I'm as Mark goes and has the coughing spells here, trying to see if I can fix this and put it to Facebook. And whatever it is, it's not working. Yep. As we try to wait on Mark to get back, time to talk about my day yesterday. Kind of went to Lexington Christian Academy, watched some good basketball up there, and went to it's the boys and girls 11th Region All A championship game. Two great teams, LCA and they played Lexington Sale yesterday. And Mark, are you there or are you having the coughing spells?
Definitely having a hacking spell. That's a bad hacking spell there. That's almost the top that brought the everything, lungs and all up right there. That's why I was saying if there he is, we need Everett on the show.
You all have to bear with me. I'm removing myself again. I got to figure out some issues.
Well, now Ryan's gone.
Oh, and what did I just do? I literally put myself full screen and didn't mean to.
See, folks, what's happening was the start of the show was just perfect. And now look at us. We're falling apart.
As to deal with technology, it does not want to work most of the time.
No, not like live shows. And again, folks, I apologize up front. I'm probably at about 60%. If you see my camera go off suddenly and the noise go off, it's probably because I'm trying to cough up a lung or something here. But hopefully I get through it, and we'll fight through it, get through it. But I got two great guests lined up for tonight, Ryan. We've got from Paris, we got Molly Mason, and from Whitley County, we got Aubrey Ford. And I'm really, really excited about tonight's show. And I especially love it whenever we're able to reach outside the 13th region and reach out to, somebody we don't get to talk to as much. And I'm super appreciative, too, for them, stepping in. Maybe, I'm not going to say out of their element because they've probably been there and done it. But just to, let us interview them and then really probably not knowing a whole lot about us. But I think back there in the green room, I think we do have Molly Waite. We also got Edward back there in the green room too, but I don't know what in the world Edward's doing.
He's sharing the link to all 11 pages via YouTube, the link.
So do you think that Edward is actually working or is he just dealing with stage fright?
No, I can prove that he is actually what he's doing because I just seen it.
Okay, well, I'll believe you, right?
There it is right there.
Well, I won't believe Edward. Edward, you can't believe Edward. But I bet you somebody we can believe, and we're gonna go ahead and bring her on. And let's just go ahead and bring her on before I say anything else. Molly Mason from Paris. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me.
We'll warn you ahead of time. I'm like severely overdosing on these cough drops, and I got my little cup here with my for my alka ulcers, and we're all like about as sick as we can be. So if my camera cuts off, it's just because I'm trying to hack up a lung or something like that. But I'll promise I'll get back on so they quit coughing.
Okay.
But but hopefully you're feeling better than I am right now.
Yeah, I think I am. Just a little bit.
Molly, again, I was talking a little bit about you before you come on the show. I just cannot give you enough thank yous for coming on to our show. I don't know if you're even familiar about what we're doing, but whenever we get student athletes, away from our region that agrees to come on the show, we can't give you enough thanks because I'm not going to say you're stepping out of your element, but I'm sure you're not real familiar with us. But we don't try to get too serious on this show. We're about 1% serious and probably 99% out of our mind. But you might not ever want to even come back on this show afterwards. But we try to have fun with it. But we do want to personally thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
But just first off, just thoughts of your season and how it's going team wise. Not, and then we'll get more individually to you.
So I think as a team, we've groomed stronger together over these last how many games we've played. Starting from the beginning of the season, we were very young, so we had our three upperclassmen, my junior, and then my only senior. We had to become leaders in that role, coming from Brooklyn White and Tori Dunford and Kay Oliver, kind of learning from them and having to run the team. And I think those young ones have really stepped up and helped us out.
Um, for the viewers on this side, and I also want to apologize too. We got Edward behind the scenes for the people I said it was going to be playing on. This show was going to be playing on my personal page. StreamYards went nuts on us. We're running this through YouTube. We're sharing it through all our sports pages. Edward's trying to do all his little magic. Maybe he can get it on their personal pages. But if you're not finding it on my personal page, Ryder Edwards, please go to YouTube. Are you running it on Instagram or Twitter, Brian?
Yes, I've got it. I had to share a link through it, but I got it to put it on.
So everything else we're fine. It's just our personal pages is giving us a little fits right now, but you can very easily go. Ryan, if you don't care, I ask her some questions.
There goes he coughing up a lung. But looking at your schedule there so far, y'all just got done with that 10th Region A Classic last week. How's the schedule kind of helped y'all to this point to kind of get ready for the rest of your regular season and into postseason play?
So starting off with Nicholas County the first time, that intensity that we really haven't seen all season, it really put us in a shock. So we weren't prepared. We could have been more prepared, I would think. And then going to GRC, even more pressure and intensity and all that. And just having to play hard really brought us to that All-A and was like, we have to play for us. And then it was a close game all the way to the end until Nicholas County finally pulled it out. But I really think we learned from that. Both times we played Nicholas. And then later on when we played Bourbon yesterday, it may not have been high scoring, but we all played together and played for each other to pull out that win.
I see somebody here just hit a big shot last night to beat your in-county rival.
Yeah, it felt good. It was just all thanks to my teammates, though. They believed in me to hit that shot, so.
Then I got 2 more questions, and then I'll get you back up to Mark if he's not cough. Looking at one game this season, what was the one game you couldn't kind of wait to play in?
Probably the Bourbon County rivalry game. Because the last 2 years I've been sick, so I haven't been able to play too well, so I was really coming for it this season.
And then Mark and just my last one. Mark and knows where I'm going with this. Dale in Bourbon County. What's your favorite restaurant to eat at?
Perico's, the Mexican restaurant. I love chips and queso. It's top tier. Yeah.
I'm going to tell a story on Mexican. Edward here does not eat Mexican, but he eats Taco Bell.
What? I don't love Taco Bell personally. I love having so many Mexican restaurants in Paris. I always go to those.
See, Edward?
Well, see, the part they forget to tell you is I'm an extremely picky eater. And when I mean picky, I won't eat cheese on a burger. How picky?
Really?
Yeah, that's how picky I am. And
Wow.
2, I really can't read or understand nothing on the menus. And if I'm just going to say taco, I might as well just go to Taco Bell where I can get it in like 3 seconds and go ahead and leave.
The owners at Perico's actually know my name, and the waiters and waitresses, I walk in and they say, "Hey, we've been going there my entire life." So,
Well, I would say probably every restaurant in Whitley County probably knows Mark's name too, but you know.
But Mark.
You want me to go, Mark, or are you back?
I've got a couple more before my voice goes, and then I'll leave again. But Molly, my lungs laying over here on the floor somewhere. So hopefully I got the mic muted before those hacks come. I'm sitting there, trying to get it all turned off, but I do. And oh, by the way, if you do happen to get sick after this show, Edward here, he pays all our medical expenses. So send all your doctor bills to Edward if you develop a hack after this show. Okay, so he'll pay all your medical bills. Molly, they was reading about your game winning shot. I know you had spoke about that. And I could just imagine how that made you feel personally. And win's a win for the team, and it's always a good thing. But you're pretty good at other sports, I reckon. So why don't you tell the audience other sports that you might play? I think I already know this answer.
So I play volleyball and soccer, and then I recently just joined golf for like fun. But the 2 main ones are volleyball and soccer.
So are they one that you prefer more than the other, or you just like them all about equally?
Definitely basketball. And
then
volleyball comes in close, though.
So I gotta ask you about golf. But you want to just watch Happy Gilmore too, and then just all of a sudden said, "I can play golf"?
No, actually, our media teacher walked up to me and my best friend and was like, "Hey, we need girls for the golf team. Do you want to play?" And we looked at each other and we said, "Well, why not?" So that's kind of how that started.
Well, you have watched Happy Gilmore, haven't you?
Actually, have not.
Oh, I thought you. But
No.
I strongly recommend you to go to Netflix and watch Happy Gilmore. You would enjoy the show.
That I will do.
Okay, so I was like seeing you just stepping up there and trying to hit it like 400 yards like him and stuff like that. But yeah, so, but again, just tell us a little bit about your school and because again, we're based mainly along the 13th region. We do branch out across the state. So just tell us a little bit about your region, your district, your schools, stuff like that.
So I would say the 10th region is it's a tough region. And then I would say the 40th district is definitely the hardest district of all, with Bourbon County, GRC, Montgomery County, and us. In Paris, we're a small school. We have a high school maybe of 260 kids, 60 in a graduating class. So we're very small. So me being able to play all those sports as an athlete really helps out each and every team. And we have multiple athletes who do that all over Paris.
So at Paris, you are a Class A school, right?
Yes.
It sort of reminds me of Paris. Sort of reminds me of Williamsburg to a point. They're a smaller school. Yeah. They're probably the same district as the GRC, where like Williamsburg is in a district with South Laurel, Corbin,
Mm-hmm.
Whitley, very bigger schools. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, they're definitely staying competitive with them, so that's all that really matters. It
Yeah.
ain't the size of the school, I guess it's the size of the heart. But
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yes.
Ryan, Edward, go ahead.
I already asked all my questions.
Okay.
It's Edward.
All right. So, at my age, the only thing I can really do is look at stats because if I get up there and try to run them down the court like you all do, they better have an oxygen tank, a wheelchair. They better have something to push me up and down. But, I just got to ask you how do you do what you do game in, game out?
Um, honestly, I just go. I go until I can't anymore. I think about what I mean to the team, and I have to play that position as that teammate and leader and have to fill in those spots.
So you kind of just led me to my next question. You said talking about being as a leader. So I got to ask you, being a leader on the team, how do you help some of your underclassmen when they get into some of them scenarios that you've been in?
So they get like, since they're young, they're nervous, and I kind of just like help them up, cheer them up, hype them up, because it's all about having fun. You have to have fun to be able to win the game at least. And even if you lose, as long as you're having fun, you make those memories. And confidence, I want to help build their confidence up so they don't get down in their head, because when they're down, the whole team's down. Because when one's down, everyone else. And it's just like a domino effect. But when everybody's up, we're rocking and rolling.
So I just heard all the sports that you play. So I got to ask you, how do you juggle all them sports and just be an everyday student?
So, it's basically time management. I've had to become very good with time management. In my school, they do a pretty good job of like scheduling games on different days so I don't have to choose. And then practices, and my coaches are very understanding that I play multiple sports. So I try to get there like as often as I can. Some coaches will schedule on weekends to have practice where everybody can be there at practice. And then some days, like during the fall, I have a game every day of the week. So no practice, just a game every day.
Yeah,
So
Edward, can I answer this question? Uh, uh, Ivan, I guess it's Ivan K. Rice. Yeah, we've got several photographers that work for Hype Media, and they Hype Media posted about something where Molly had scored 21 points and had like six 3 pointers in a game, and they was giving her, well, I guess she was made the all tournament team, and that's how we got hooked on to Molly seeing that on Hype Media. That we like, oh, we need to bring her on.
absolutely, and then of course, we also do branch out across the state. We try to make it, everywhere we physically can. But I heard Ryan talk to you
Actually, she
about.
had a double double that game. She had 21 points and rebounds. She had her double double that game.
So I did get to hear Ryan ask you a little bit about the Bourbon County game. So I got to ask you about it being a in town rival, the atmosphere in that game. I got to ask you what it's like playing in that.
It's surreal. Like seeing that many people there and just looking up and every seat being filled and just knowing like one of us is going to have to win this game and the gym's going to be loud either way. And just having to play and like hearing every time a shot goes in or you hit a layup, just hearing the crowd go crazy is really what it's all about.
Absolutely, I have to tell you, the crowd gets me going myself. Me sitting there trying to be a media guy, but being a athlete at Paris, I got to ask you what it's like being a student athlete for them.
It's always student before athlete. So if I need to go to tutoring, my coaches are always understanding. They'll let me go to tutoring and show up late to practice. But It's basically just trying to stay on top of everything and like basically time management. Like it's all time management.
So before I get you back over to Mark, I do got to ask you. It's a volleyball question. So we always have this term come up that says bonk. So during practices, how many times has your coach ever been hit with a volleyball?
This year was probably about 4 in the head.
Was you
Yeah.
guilty of any of them?
Yeah, 1.
You didn't have to go running or anything afterwards, did you?
No.
Okay.
I did knock his glasses though.
So I've had mixed answers on this one too. So say if I'm in the game with you and I point at the ref the moment the volleyball's hit, and they both look in the stands. I grab the net down, throw the ball down. That's a point, right? Well, the ref
grab
didn't
the
see
net.
If I grab the little net, throw the ball over top of it, hit it right
If
on
the
floor.
refs don't see it, hey, it's a point. And if you're on my team, I'm going with you.
I know we brought the right one on. If you ain't treating, you ain't trying.
That's the only way I'm getting it over the net anyhow. I'm about to pull the whole net down. So
some coaches will never allow her to come back on their shoulder. They're giving you all kinds of bad ideas. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen again.
But Mark, go ahead.
Molly, we can keep you on here for 3.5 days until you tell us you're tired of answering questions. But we are very thankful for you coming on. But there's always a but. So, what we're going to ask of you, I'll try to make this as quickly as painful as possible. I know you're probably not real familiar for show. The NCAA tournament, they had that field of 64 basketball teams. We threw all the basketball teams in the garbage 2 years ago, so we did our favorite restaurants. And guess what? Texas Roadhouse won their national championship. Then, and of course, Texas Roadhouse there says no coupons. Thank you, Texas Roadhouse. And then number 2, last year we tried some favorite sports movies, and Remember the Titans won it. This year, we just really wanted to go off the wall. We just wanted to go favorite foods. So what we're going to show you is a few matchups. We're going to ask you if you don't care to vote on them for us when we show them to you. And it might be like crazy foods. Like last week, we had sushi going against hot dogs or something like that. It was something crazy.
So I just pick which one I like more?
Yeah, you just pick the one you like more. That's all you got to do. And then last but not least, we'll send you to Edward. Rod jumping the gun there.
Corn on the cob.
Okay, but before he puts another one up, last but not least, we'll send you to Edward. Edward will have a few things to show you. Okay. So ham sandwich versus corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob.
So a number 16 seed is beating a 1 seed. Pizza versus sausage. I don't know if that's against fried sausage. He kind of against whatever you want to use.
I do pizza.
It's just sausage in general.
Pizza.
Steak versus pork. Oh, she answered that quick. Steak.
Steak. All the way.
I'm trying to get the last one. I'm trying to get the last one. Yeah, it is.
I fear peas are probably in some trouble here tonight. Yeah. So on your steak, are you like an A1 type person, or you just eat it plain?
Depends. My dad always taught me if it's a good steak, it don't need A1.
Well, he's right. He's right.
So if it's good seasoned well, I don't use A1. But if it's not, I'll put a little bit of A1 on it.
So
that's what I'm having for dinner tonight.
See, Rod, he has that money. He can pick steak every night. And I eat like Kentucky round steak. I got a bologna sandwich waiting for me, But like on your steak, does it have to be well or medium rare?
Medium.
Medium. Okay.
Well, as long as it ain't like yours, Mark, 5 seconds on each side and pull it out.
Well, you just microwave it, get it warm, and well, never mind.
I done lost my train of thought now.
Yeah.
But Molly, we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and this is our way of saying thank you for taking your time listening to Mark ramble on about a microwave steak. No, I'm just messing with you.
Well, she was right about that. If it's a good steak, you don't need A1. She's right about that.
As long as it's seasoned right, it don't need it.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to have to ask you for a favor. Out of these two graphics I'm going to show you, tell me which one of the two you like the most.
Okay. The first one.
See, she likes steak. She likes the OG graphic. We got to have her on every week now.
Well, she did pick almonds though, so yeah. And she did hit a coach with the ball and then say, "Well, I hit him. I knocked his glove." Yeah. She's definitely a returnee for sure. Has ever you got anything else for?
But Molly, I do want to thank you for taking your time to come on and educate us a little bit about the 10th region. And from everything that I've seen, from highlights, stats, and everything, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. Just keep doing what y'all are doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ryan.
Let's see if I not have to go off camera again. But Molly, I was going to say thank you for coming on and best of luck to you and your team the rest of the season and going into postseason play.
Thank you.
See, Molly, Ryan was perfectly healthy before he got on the show. Now he's snotting and coughing and going on. So if this happens to you, send all your medical expenses to Edward. He'll cover them for you.
All right.
Blame Edward. But again, thank you for coming on. I'm piggybacking off what them say. I'm sure you got better things to do on a Sunday night than listen to us ramble for 30 minutes. And again, thank you. And Ryan and Edward both are really, really good at what they do about putting graphics together. Any milestones that you reach this year, scoring milestones, rebounding, anything, send it to us. Let's make stuff up for you.
I hit 500 earlier, 500 rebounds, and then 700 points earlier in the season, like over a Christmas break. So
okay, if you can,
I'll let you know.
Well, get one of your parents to send us some pictures, and we'll make some stuff and post it on their page.
All right, thank you.
I'll go ahead and make it because I've got the team foot already.
Yeah,
okay.
we would be glad to do it for you. Like I said, if anything we can do to help better promote you. But thank you for coming on. Good luck to your team. Good luck to you personally, and again, just thank you for your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Good interview. And Edward, you still got 30 more minutes. We don't pay you to just do half the job, Edward. Ryan, are you there? Or you froze up?
No, I'm here. Sorry, I'm trying to message y'all.
Oh. Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta watch Edward. He'll try to sneak out that back door every time. Every time he'll try to sneak out the back door. Well, I saw Aubrey for a minute. She left us. She's doing it, Edward. Aubrey, you can't do that. Oh, well, she was on. I saw her for a minute, and then there she's coming back on. She's probably mad because Edward ate all the food out of the green room. We're going to start putting a whole lot more back there for them. They're not going to sit back there for 30 minutes and not have pop, drinks, or anything. Edward, you're going to stop that room a little bit better.
Well, if you quit eating it and drinking it all the time.
Let's go ahead and bring Aubrey out. And she's been more impatient. I set her time back a couple times because Ryan and you couldn't quit hacking the whole show. But let's go ahead and bring her on.
Well, you just kicked her off, Mark. Way to go.
I did kick her off. Well, Aubrey, I just cooped. Maybe we get her back on. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
Way
I
to go,
looked up.
Mark.
I looked up
You
and it was
had
gone.
one task.
Here she is again. Let's try this again.
Mark, you want me to bring her on? That way you don't kick her off this
I
time?
just brought her on. Aubrey Ford, thank you for coming on. I think you're on mute. Believe you're on mute. Still can't hear you.
It
How
don't
about
show it.
Can't hear you
Yeah.
now.
There it
Can?
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I want to apologize for these other two. Aubrey, it has nothing to do with you. Edward's been experiencing stage fright all night. He gets a little scared before these shows. And Rod's been hacking and coughing here all night. So, it sort of puts behind a little bit. I told him, I said, Aubrey ain't going to sit here and wait all night. She's got probably better things to do than listen to us ramble. So,
I've been waiting.
yeah, I told you, I apologize for them. But by the way, it's bad on me too. I got this. I got my little Canes, cup I've been drinking my alka seltzers with. So just for the record, if you get sick, go ahead and send all your medical bills to Edward. He covers them for us.
All right.
Yeah, Ryan was perfectly healthy before this show started. Now he can't breathe over there. He looks about half out of it over there.
Wow.
It's this Kentucky weather that likes to mess with me.
Yeah, me too.
Aubrey, hopefully you're feeling better than at least two of us in here. Edward don't ever get sick. But again, thank you for coming on. And just, I know a lot of these answers already, but I'm going to ask you these questions, and you can tell our viewers that. But give us your thoughts about your team and the season so far.
We definitely have a really young team. Like we have no seniors, one sophomore. Juniors step up this the team. But our season has been going a little like we've had some ups. I think
I've spoke to Coach on a couple occasions, and it's hard not to, see how youngins are and just say, man, this future is going to be bright for this team. I mean, do you think the same way?
I do think the same way, but it's going to be hard to graduate.
And Aubrey, I think I know the answer to this question also. So, but just in case, as the viewers don't know, could you tell us any other sports that you play?
I play volleyball.
So are they one that you like a little bit better than the other? Or do you like them both the same?
I definitely like basketball more. I just started playing volleyball my 8th grade season, so I'm going into my second.
And would it be something else that, and the people I've talked to up there, they talk. It's hard not to see it on the court or on the volleyball court how athletic you are. Are there any other sports that you'd be willing to give a try?
So I played soccer for all my life, like, but the volleyball team really wanted me to play. I gave up volleyball, and I would be willing to play again if I could.
Edward, right now, the floors are yours.
All right. You want me to go, Edward? You want to?
Go right ahead, Ryan.
All right. Taking a look at your schedule, I mean, you've been to Orlando to that tournament. I mean, what's been the scheduling? How's it kind of helped y'all kind of get ready for district play, the rest of it, and the rest of the regular season?
We played pretty tough teams up in Gatlinburg. We had a rough time up there, but I feel like those teams prepared us for the really good teams down here for district play. So.
And then I know there's not a lot of restaurants in Williamsburg, but what's your
What about
favorite
4
restaurant
of
to
them?
eat at there in Williamsburg?
We're cheated, Williamsburg. Cheated.
No, the more than 4.
I would definitely have to say Mexican restaurant up here.
So which one of the
Yeah,
3 do you like
Edward
the
here.
best?
I live in Corbin.
Okay.
So
Well, you got the root beer stand. You're set for life, then. Yeah.
I would have to say the Jalisco. Actually, yeah.
Well, of course.
But Edward,
Corbin's got better restaurants than Williamsburg.
I agree.
She answered that quick.
I agree.
We even had one that burned down a couple of weeks ago. Like, okay,
Yeah.
we lose a restaurant, and it looks like we're getting another gas station. We got, like, literally, Aubrey will tell you, it's like we got a gas station here, across the street, a gas station, and across the street, another gas station. Like a circle of gas stations. Right there by McDonald's. We're like, put my restaurant in there. Put something else in there. You don't need that many gas stations.
Well, there's making sure you can keep gas in your vehicle, Mark.
Well, if I have your kind of money, I probably could keep gas in my vehicle. Aubrey, does
I don't know about
Williamsburg
that.
need another gas station?
Do we need another gas station?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, she'll tell you firsthand. No. Give us like
See,
a light cap. Go
What?
ahead. Ed.
I was just up there in your neck of the woods on Saturday up at the Lane Theater.
Yeah, that was a good wrestling event. Okay, Aubrey, before we ever get started, if you would have Williamsburg to build a restaurant, what would you want them to build?
Probably like a fancier restaurant, like a steakhouse.
Like a Texas Roadhouse or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Are you a wrestling fan?
No.
Oh, because there's a wrestling event at the Lane Theater up here last night. I didn't know if you was a wrestling fan.
I don't get
Edward like jumped over 2 seats. He went and attacked some person, threw one of the wrestlers out on the concrete. I don't know what it was even about. Did he just start flexing and scare? Yeah, it got pretty ugly in there.
Wow.
Where was I when all this went down?
Yeah, the story sounded good. It sounded good.
Well, I mean, if I would have seen it, I would have went with you, but I didn't see none of it. So, speaking of wrestling, have you not ever thought about like clotheslining nobody during a basketball game or anything?
I try to play like calm and collected. So, well, there's been a couple spots, but
She's
you see
being
why me and
humble.
Mark can't play?
She's being humble, but she's definitely got that fire to do it. Yeah.
Well, if I ain't mistaken, I'm pretty sure I got to watch y'all play a few weeks ago at the 2A section. So, I got to ask you. I heard Ryan asking you about your trip that you played. Looks like a lot of out of state teams, but playing that level of competition that you normally don't see. How do you think that that's going to help you all progress into your like district tournament and stuff?
I feel like we're not really used to playing as fast as the teams play because our bench is not deep at all. So we have to like get used to that type of play.
So I do got to ask you, which side do you like more, the defensive side, or you like being more on the offensive side, scoring the bucket?
Definitely defense. That's not really like a popular opinion, but I don't know.
I mean,
defense
does win championships.
Yeah.
You do got a point.
Like
I was
after.
getting ready to say the 3 games that I got to see you play, you got matched up with one of the better shooters on the team each time. So that's why I was thinking you swayed more towards defense.
Yeah. I'm not really,
But
which is kind of.
hey, listen, when you're locking somebody down, that's all that really matters right there in the game of basketball.
The adrenaline, yeah.
But I do gotta ask you because the teams that you played, each one of them was different. Do you like a more fast pace or a more physical style team?
Probably more fast. Physical, I don't know. I'm just not really to that.
Mark.
However, you was talking defensively, and one thing that catches my attention about her on the court is how she squares her body. When she fronts somebody and stuff like that, she's completely locked in. I've even had coaches as much as me in regard to somebody watch their belly button and stuff like that. But she's completely always perfectly squared up. It's like she go from side to side, and when she locks them down, she locks them down. And I know that that's taught to her, but some of that's natural ability too, because some of that stuff you can't teach, and that's just her athleticism coming out. And I'm telling you, we speak about student athletes, but the sky's the limit for this young lady. I mean, if you really watch her game, anybody could throw a ball in the hoop. Most of these coaches are looking at somebody that can lock somebody down, and this girl is it's one of the best I've seen in a long time as far as really getting after and harassing people on the defensive side of the ball.
I really, it's kind of hard though because I do have asthma. So
I know all about asthma. I've had it my whole life. I know all about it.
yeah.
But Mark, like you said, I've got to see her 3 or 4 times this season, and she's always got matched up against one of the better scorers on the team. And then if I would do a breakdown, then I could about tell you that they didn't score their average because she made it very hard for them to do their drives, get open up to hit wide open threes. I've seen
Well,
that multiple times this season.
I specifically like how she squares her body, and that's one thing. Her body's never off balance because if you're off balance, somebody can easily dribble her. She's always perfectly squared, good balance. And like I said, some of that stuff ain't taught, and some of that stuff is more of a natural ability.
But, I've been to several Whitley County games. I got to ask you what it's like being a student athlete playing in that environment as an athlete for Whitley County.
That just very loud. Like, athlete, you just really like a big thing.
So, the only question I got for you before I get you back over to Mark, if I ain't mistaken, your next upcoming game is on Tuesday. And I'm pretty sure it's against Corbin. So, I got to ask you your thoughts moving into that game.
I'm really excited. I think that's going to be a really good game. Like, I'm fun.
Absolutely. But, Mark?
Aubrey, correct me if I'm wrong, and you even spoke about it too, about how young your team is. You don't have a single senior on this team, right?
We do not.
Think about that, Pillars. Not a single senior. Anything they accomplished this year, and another thing that a lot of people have taken perspective too is, kind of use that term. I don't want to lay karma on Yuns. The injury bug has really hit Yuns awful hard. I mean, I believe you still have 2 players that might be out. I guess they're out for the season.
Yeah, with Kyler getting hurt.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, considering how young they are, got hit by the injury bug. I mean, but the one thing I like about this young team, None are giving excuses. They just go out there, they lay it on the line, they play it from beginning to end, and that's what you like to see on the team. You don't hear none. Well, if we had this, no, they don't do that. They just like go back to work, go back to work, go back to work. So anything they accomplish this year is going to be threefold better next year because everybody's coming back. So that bigger, stronger, faster. Watch out for this team, and they're well coached. I love the coaches too, and so speak about them a little bit.
Speak about what? The
You,
coaches?
you coach, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm really glad Ronnie has taken that job this year. He's a really good coach. He, I don't know, he coaches us to be like no excuses. We can't make any excuses because like what's the point? You know? Like a lot has happened this year, but we just gotta play through it and he teaches us that.
Well, I think I heard one of your players, and you might be able to correct me if I'm saying this wrong, but I think she said that the coach told her this, and it stuck with her, like just stuck with her. Said you can't control what's uncontrollable, or something
Yeah.
like.
He tells us to control the controllables, which is
Oh,
like
okay, okay, yeah. See, I was close.
he says that a lot. Just like effort. It's like rebounding, like hustling, getting on the floor. Like he wants to do all of that for anything.
And I the more I've got to know him, uh, he's a good man. I'm not going to say talk a whole lot about it on the here on the show, but we have some good times every now and then on the bus. He's a good guy. He's the type that you can also have some good laughs with too. And I guess that's what sets him apart. Just love him to death. Just love your team to death. Uh, but before we let you go, there's always a but. So we just can't just let you off this easy. Go ask you a couple of favors if you don't mind doing them for us.
All right.
Okay. I don't know if you saw beforehand what we had the other two athletes to do, but we had her fill the 64 rankings. We got rid of all the college basketball teams. We're done with that. We put restaurants in there. Actually, Texas Roadhouse won our national championship first year. Last year we did favorite sports memories. Remember the Titans won. So this year we just went. I don't know. We probably need some professional counseling or something like that. We just decided to go favorite foods this year. So we're going to ask you. We're going to show you some matchups on them and to see if you could vote on what your favorite food is. Once we show you the two that's worse than each other, and then I think Edward's made up a few things he might want you to look at.
All right.
A ham sandwich versus corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob.
Everybody said corn on the cob, so you're not a ham sandwich. The cheese, lettuce, mater,
Nah, I like corn on the cob more.
So the number one seed is fixing to go down by 16. Ham sandwich is in trouble. I'll tell you that right now. Pizza versus sausage.
Probably pizza with pineapple on it.
Okay, right before you post anything else, if you don't care, clear the board here. I gotta ask her about the pineapple. You got to tell us why it's so good about that. Because I've had other people say, "Oh, you got to eat a pineapple pizza." I'm like, pineapple. So
I ate a pineapple pizza yesterday
Yeah, it's good.
from Gaddy
so,
Town in Lexington.
If you ain't
so
eating a
did,
pineapple pizza, you ain't eating, Mark.
I must not be eating because I've never tried it. I've just always looked at it like,
The next time we go to Gaddy Town, you'll
Kick
eat
him
one.
off the show, Ryan. Kick him off the show,
Next
Ryan.
time
We
we
don't even need
next
him
time
no
we
more.
go to Gaddy Town to cover an event up there, you're going to eat one.
okay. So Aubrey, why you put on your pineapple pizza? I guess cheese, right? The
Yeah,
sauce,
put a little ranch.
pizza,
Yeah.
pineapple, cheese, sauce, and ranch.
Yep.
Okay, I'll believe Aubrey. I won't believe you. You just have me eating whatever. I'll, Aubrey, I'll take you on your word. Next time I get a pizza, I'll get me a pineapple pizza, and then I'll let you know if you was right or wrong.
Come on.
And I think she feels confident. You will like it. Steak versus pork chops.
Definitely steak.
So they had to be well done, medium rare.
Either rare or medium rare.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Omelets or peas. I could probably go ahead and answer that for you. Omelets. Yeah, I don't think nobody's choosing peas tonight.
Ew.
Yeah, you got ooh on that, right?
So far right now we got 2 votes for peas, and that was after the post.
Wow.
Well, who eats peas unless it's smothered with like a pound and a half of mashed potatoes or something like that? Aubrey, do you eat peas at all?
Oh.
At least she's not. Edward, you go ahead and I know Edward don't eat no peas. Edward, you know Edward is so picky of an eater. I gotta tell you this story. I'm sure you like Mexican, don't you? Okay. So you even chose Mexican. He loves Taco Bell, but will not eat Mexican. Aubrey, will you educate him on it's the same stuff? You can only get taco burrito or nachos.
I mean, yeah, grilled chicken. I get so.
Do you put cheese sauce on everything?
What?
Do you put cheese sauce on everything?
Yes.
So see, what they're failing to tell you is that I'm picky enough that I don't even put cheese on my burger.
That's crazy.
Aubrey, you see what we go
That is
through?
how
They
picky
see
I
why
am.
I don't have no hair here. Have to deal with this. I had hair like Ryan at one time.
My wife will also tell you I'm the most easiest person to please. Fix me a fried bologna sandwich and I'm in heaven. So I mean, I'm saying. But my thing is with Mexican food is one, I can't read half what's on the menu. Two, I don't know what's coming with half of it.
Tell him on the Mexican menu, the only thing you've got like from Mexican to Taco Bell is like burrito deluxe or burrito deluxe or fajita burrito
I
deluxe.
don't like the deluxe part.
Am I right, Aubrey? It's just you can only get taco, burrito, or nachos. That's all you can do. Throw in some kind of occasional chicken stir fry or something. Fajita.
Well, see, I don't even like that.
A
See,
chicken
I'm the
stir
type of
fry
guy.
burrito deluxe.
I don't like the deluxe part. I don't like the deluxe part. If I just want a plain taco, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell and get it in 3 seconds, so I can go ahead and leave.
See, Aubrey, what we deal with.
I see.
Do you think we need to write Edward up or cut his pay?
Nah.
But she try to be nice for you. You know, with a cheeseburger, he'll say, "I'll take a." He'll go to McDonald's and say, "I'll take a cheeseburger, hold the cheese."
I say a McDouble, no cheese. They don't come with mayonnaise no more, so I don't have to say no mayonnaise.
And I took it. And I know you said you lived in Corbin, so I'm sure you know where Wild Wing's at, right?
Yeah, I do.
Took him to Wild Wing. You know why you ordered in there? 10 fortune cookies.
Oh my gosh.
That's all you ate.
Those aren't even good.
He's also forgetting to tell you I was like 6.
That's his
At that
story.
point in time, the only thing I grew up on was noodles, bologna, and soup beans. I didn't know there was any other food other than that 3 things.
That was his story. That's his story.
But
go ahead, Edward.
But so,
oh well, right here, you know, Aubrey did say steak. She did say steak, but she said she needed it medium rare or rare. It's got to have some blood coming out of it, or it's uneatable.
So do you put your steak in the microwave for like 5 seconds and eat it?
No.
Well, that's how Mark eats his.
They did say mine's like that, but I'm like you. I like mine like medium rare to rare.
Yeah.
He does not. I got a story for you. We went to Dave's Steakhouse. I got my steak. He looked at them and said, "Can you put me one on there?" Counted to 3 and said, "Flip it." Counted to 3 again. So that's how I want mine. Give it here. I was like, "Why didn't you just make them give you the pack?"
Well,
But we tend to make a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on the show, and this is our way of saying thank you for taking your time for coming on and listening to Mark ramble on about his microwave steak. No, I'm just messing with you. But out of the 2 graphics that I've made, I'm going to ask you to tell me which one of the 2 you like the most.
Okay.
well, she did pick the steak the right way.
Mm,
I didn't hear she cut
You want to
out.
try?
I'd say the first.
Oh,
See, now we got to bring Aubrey on every single week because she likes steak. She likes the OG graphic. I'll let it pass that she does the each Mexican and Chinese. I mean, we'll let that pass, but yeah.
you know, Amber's gonna be wanting to bring you on. Gonna let you. Want you to come on every week now. Because you
Picked
picked
the OG
graphic.
graphic. She picked the OG graphic. Which I might know the guy that took those too, but I ain't for sure about him. But I will get all these sent over to Mark. That way Mark can get them sent out. And they will also be posted on all of our social media sites. But I personally just want to say thank you for taking your time for coming on. And from the times I've got to cover your team and from everything I've got to see, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. And just want to wish y'all best of luck the remaining part of your season.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Fine.
Let's see if I can get anything out. But I want to say congrats, best of luck on the rest of your season, and I kind of hope I can get down to Whitley County on a Saturday to cover y'all.
Thank you.
Again, I'm gonna piggyback off what they said. Again, thank you for giving us your time. I'm sure you've got better things to do on a Sunday night instead of ramble on with buzz. I'm sure you've seen men up on the bus that you probably I don't know if him enough, but now again, I want to thank you personally. Just I know you're all about team, and you're a very humble young lady, but us as media, we could prop you up. So again, we wish your team the best of luck, but we also wish you individually the best of luck, and any kind of milestones you make. Like your 500 points, your 1,000 points, your 500 rebound. Any milestones that you do, send us that stuff and let's make some stuff up for you. Let's help put you out there. Let's help you. Let's promote you as good as we can. And again, it'd be our pleasure. And like I said, reach out to us if you do have either milestone. We'll gladly put you some stuff together. Thank you for coming on, and it was a great interview.
Yeah, thank you guys. Bye.
We had some good views today, good comments, and again, we knew it was going to be a good show. And just cannot say enough about both brigades, about our viewers and all that stuff. But now I guess it's our turn to do the voting, and then we're going to open up. I haven't even forgot it. The most anticipated graphs in the history of graphics. The most anticipated. Oh, we need a drum roll.
That's a Edward does that.
We ain't talking about the top 5 must see. So that's the
We're
most
talking about
anticipated
the
graphic known to man.
RP5. RP5.
We'll go ahead and do the vote first before we get to
I'm
that.
going to ham sandwich. You can only do so much according to comp, folks. You put salt and butter on it. That's it. You can put a tomato, lettuce, onion, mayonnaise, cheese, and you got like the greatest sandwich ever.
Well, I want to say greetings to Lois Payne watching us from Alabama.
I guess he wants to say this, unless he's an Auburn Tiger, but I guess he wants to say this. Roll Tide, unless he's an Auburn guy. And then War Eagle. So it'd be either or.
I'm going to go with corn on the cob.
You would go corn on the cob.
I went with corn on the cob as well.
I like pizza, but I tell you, sausage is closer to me than what it should be. But I'm gonna go pizza just because it's pizza. But now there's nothing like the smell of sausage fried in the morning time, some gravy, and some eggs, and some biscuits. Yeah. You can't beat that. I'll go pizza. By nose. By nose.
I'm going pizza.
I went with pizza as well.
This is harder for me too. I like steak like anybody else, but now I like the pork chops now. I'm gonna be the one to give. I gotta give pork chops some love. I'm gonna go pork chops. Yeah, I don't care.
I'm gonna go steak.
I went with steak. Can't beat a good steak when that's what I'm having for dinner tonight.
Yeah, you can afford it, right? I got Kentucky Round Steak in the refrigerator. It's called Blondie.
Fine.
I will go omelets. I mean, come on, people. Why would peas even put up against omelets? This is the ultimate David versus life. Why is a pea gonna do? Jerk a pea out of the can and shoot the omelet in the eye or something? Yeah, I agree with you. That needs all kinds of funny noises. Yeah.
Well, it depends on what kind of omelet it is, but I'm going omelet.
I went with omelet as well.
Sausage, egg, and bacon. I'm good.
It's multi-changeable. How can peas be omelets? Because you can just change around the omelet so many times and where you would like it. The only thing you're going to get a can of peas is a can of peas. You can't change it. There's no second half, whatever. No. It's the same thing from start to finish. So, do we got the totals right?
Yep. I did them as I went, so it made it easier on me. You want to do the drum roll, Edward?
Yeah, I gotta find it.
Omelet won 10-2.
Yeah.
In a route, the next one, steak won 12-2.
Who won 12-2?
Steak. Pizza won 10-0. And then corn on the cob won 7-2.
How can corn on the cob be a ham sandwich?
When you put it on the grill in the lemon foil.
The audience liked it.
You can grill ham.
You can grill corn.
Yeah, but the only thing you do, of course, put butter and salt on it. You can put lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, cheese.
You can put all that on corn too.
Yeah, I guess you got points.
I mean,
All of a sudden, I think that sounds pretty good. If you can somehow wrap some ham around corn and then grill it,
that's what they call aluminum foil.
yeah, that would
Wrap
probably
it
be
up,
pretty good.
put it on your grill, and just
Hey, we just about started a new frenzy. We call it the ham corn.
how about the corn ham
Yeah, a corn ham.
or ham on the cob?
Yeah, ham on the cob. Okay, Ryan, you know what time it is. It's the most anticipated. Grab it. Here it comes like a whatever. Go ahead, Ryan.
This is the one I threw up 10 minutes before our show, and it actually turned out pretty good. The RP5, these are not the actually how they ranked how they would be ranked top 5, but number 1 is North Law at a 661, Bell County at a 652, Whitley County at a 600, Clay County at a 598, and then Holland County at a 563.
Can't go wrong with the RP5, folks. And, again, this stuff always plays itself out. We still got about half the season left. It'll always play itself out. But when it comes to the end of the season, normally this thing is shining its real stuff. And I'm a believer in the RP5, RPI either. Or it's just, again, there's always upsets. But in most cases, the RPI will prove itself right. The percentages go with the RPI.
Yeah, on this list too. I mean, I've seen three of the 5. I mean, it's gonna be an interesting rest of the season.
Edward, you got anything to say about it, or you left?
I've left the building, but no, I mean I kind of have to agree. Everything normally plays itself out. I've got to see the majority of these teams play. I've got to see a couple of them play against each other. So, but you're getting about into the heart of district, almost each other playing each other, so everything will play out in the end.
And then here is the girls RP5 rankings. South Law is at 1 at a 671. North Central at a 658. North Law at a 648. Bell County at a 627. And Corbin at a 572.
I want to harp a little bit. All these teams are good. But there's even more. The whole 13th region's good, boys and girls. All of them very competitive. But it's hard to not look at what South Laurel's been doing. And, a very impressive game earlier in the season at Sacred Heart. And if anybody knows, has been following basketball in this state, should automatically know if you're even playing Sacred Heart close, you're making a statement. But I'm sure that anybody from South Laurel, they don't have moral victories. It's just a win or loss for them. It's still South Laurel. I'm sure they'd like to play them again. Doc Central's playing really, really good basketball. Edward and you both right, seen a lot of Knox Central. North Laurel might have one of the best players in the state. Bell County, I'm very impressed with them. When they're knocking down the threes and they get that inside out motion going on, they're a fun team to watch. And, folks, let's be honest, Corbin's going to be Corbin.
Yeah, I mean, I've hopped back and Dale. I've seen 3 to 5. I've not had a chance to get to the Law County scores yet, but I do try to plan on it if they do play at home on Saturday. But I'm gonna tell you, this time we get to the postseason, this should be a dangerous top 5 teams.
Well, just like the last go around, I've got to see the majority of these teams play, and I'm looking to see these teams match up against each other again and see how everything changes up when they play each other again.
Ryan, you did a good job on the 2 minute put together on the RPI, the most anticipated graphic in the history of sports talk. Drum roll. Oh, no drum roll.
I don't guess you get one.
But been a good show. We're a little bit over.
Cops coming after you, Mark.
But we're a little bit over schedule. But I'll let you or Ryan, Edward, whoever wants to start. What's going on for you this week, and we're just
Edward, if you want to go, I forgot to get my quote up. Give me just a moment to get it up, and you can say your thankies.
All right. Well, tune in Wednesday for the Wednesday Sports Talk Show. Guest will be probably announced Tuesday night, maybe early Wednesday morning. But it's shaping up to be one phenomenal show. And I'm not sure how my week could go. It's just really based on how work is. But after I get off work, I do plan on trying to cover a few games this week. But I'm going to leave you with this. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. John Wood.
and go over John Wood and let's harp on John Wood just for a second. But Ryan, Edward, we both, we all look into sports, look at past sports, future sports. But we try to figure out stuff, like this team's going to beat this, and or just do what media does. But what John Wood accomplished with all the UCLA teams, and I'm a Kentucky fan through and through. It kills me seeing UCLA above us in total national championships. Will that ever be repeated in any sport ever?
Well, I don't want to tell you no because anything's possible, but I'm going to tell you highly unlikely.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna say no because with how this shape of this NOL, however you say it, it goes. It changes the team from year in and year out.
The NIL and everybody
I knew I mispronounced it.
Now, if you get the Major League Baseball, if they don't do something about that, then you might have the Los Angeles Dodgers that might win 20 years in a row. I mean, that's absolutely insane. It's baseball. Anybody that is a baseball fan needs to just stand up and say, "Enough's enough, folks." That is like even help me out, Rod. Ella De La Cruz.
Yes.
Cincinnati just has offered them the most money that they had ever offered any of their players in the history of the Cincinnati Reds franchise. He turned it down.
Yes.
Because he knows what he can make for the Dodgers.
Yep.
And they offered him even a Jody Votto contract plus 2. And baseball's went to that. Baseball definitely needs to change. Because, yes, we get to watch the Dodgers win it again. Yeah. But
I did finally get my quote to pop up. Since we all know what tomorrow is, that's what my quote is tonight. It says we must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. That's from Martin Luther King Jr. And my my things for the week tomorrow. I'm most likely going to go down to North Central. The girls basketball team down there plays Southwestern out of Somerset, so I'm going to go down there and cover that.
All these protests that we have in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and all these other places, they can learn a lot from Martin Luther King. We all have disagreements, but just do it the right way. That man did it the right way. And that's the reason why we celebrate Martin Luther King. He's a great man, and I'll celebrate him every year to the day I die. Now, again, the people from Minnesota, they need to look at the right way on how to protest. And, but again, this tomorrow is a great day for this country. That being said, good work, Amber. Good work, Rod. Just like always, this show been off the chart. Great views. Thank you to all the viewers. Thank you to all the comments, and the show's doing really well. Last few weekends, I can't complain. Long love and working up us all for you, and we have a good time with it. And hopefully, we're getting better, and hopefully, we can put a good product out there for you. But that being said, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Oscar Wilde. From all of us at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media, good night and God bless.